Hello, hello, hello. We are live, we live, live, live. Uh, Michael in the house and Ian in the
What
charting.
up?
Say hello, Ian.
What up?
um, so everybody that's in crypto is aware that Elon Musk says he's no longer accepting Bitcoin for Tesla, and I find this entertaining to watch as the crypto world divulges into chaos. What are your thoughts, Ian?
Well, sorry, I was a little distracted getting a phone call here. Thoughts about what, the whole Twitter deal?
Yeah, I mean, it's the biggest news of the day. Like Elon Musk saying that, like he put out a tweet here. I can even pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Well, I mentioned this to a couple of people today that the market was already kind of cooling off, and I think that,
Twitter's not
his
open.
tweet accelerated kind of the dump that we've seen and pushed it down further. But I mean, as a whole, we were just taking a look at a lot of these altcoins, and some of them are still remaining very strong. So for crypto in general, oh boy, there's a hallway of Mike.
What's that?
Um, I seen your overlay on YouTube. Uh, but crypto as a whole is still looking strong despite this dump. I mean, 20. A lot of people are probably freaking out. I mean, it's a 20% dump. That's if you've been in crypto long enough, 20% dumps nothing to really
The thing that I find crazy about this
get
whole
scared about.
situation, like today was actually really eventful. Okay, like Elon Musk says he's not going to take. Let me find the exact tweet. But there was
They were
also
suspending.
the memes. The memes were also a big event. Like people like Vitalik Buterin gave like a lot of these meme coins sent huge amounts of money to Vitalik Buterin, right? And um, and Vitalik sent them all those tokens to donations to charities. One of them being my favorite, the Methuselah Foundation, which is where I actually plan on giving a lot of my money. Like like a lot of the money I make, and even the company that I do in the future is going to be with the Methuselah Foundation. And Vitalik Buterin sent them a lot of money, like or he sent them the meme coins. And so then, like, that caused the whole meme thing to die. I kind of wish he sold them and gave those organizations those donations cash, because now like those tokens are worth much less, because people started dumping them. I kind of wish that he sold them. And I mean, I know a lot of people don't like that, but they were all gambling, so I don't care. Like I know, like, to me the meme thing is stupid. Like like I've never it's just gambling. It's just gambling. And I don't
You
like
know what?
I don't mind if people
I
playing
didn't.
it. I had some money going in it for fun, but it's not like
Which one?
like
The Shibu
yeah, it
or
wasn't me doing
Shiba?
it, but people that work with me that I was like, okay, play with it, if you think you can make money from it. But just understand that it's gambling. Like that is not
Right.
investing at all. That's like you're just rolling a dice. That's what meme coins are.
No,
And so
you made a
I
good
don't
point
mind
though.
if if Vitalik comes and dumps the tokens. Uh,
I didn't slow down long enough to think that he donated the crypto. He didn't sell it.
He didn't sell it. He sold it to a bunch of um, he sold it to a bunch of charities, and I like a lot of the charities he gave to.
He just donated the
The
crypto.
coins themselves. He just sent them the coins,
Yeah.
and that freaked out
Okay.
the markets and caused everyone to dump them. And then
Yeah, it's
that
in
happened today, which
India.
is a crazy ending to the meme thing. I don't know if the meme thing's gonna end. By the way, I don't think it will. Because no one like, and another thing that happened from these events is I've learned that like retail doesn't really understand crypto at all. Like when I hear people talking about it, I started realizing how little people understand crypto. Like it still blows my mind, But I guess that's the way it's gonna be. And the tweet put out by Tesla that also happened today. Tesla has suspended vehicle purchases using Bitcoin. We are concerned about rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions, especially coal, which is the worst of any fuel. Cryptocurrency is a good idea on many levels. And then he go like later on in the tweet he says Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin. We intend to use it for transactions as soon as mining moves to more sustainable energy. We are also looking at other crypto. This is the key part, right? We are also looking at other cryptocurrencies that use less than 1% of Bitcoin's energy. So, I don't know, the seriousness of that. Um, so
Oh, were you not able to pull the tweet up to have
no,
it on screen?
my Twitter's logged out on this computer, and I think I could. It would take me a second to. I mean, if you want to go over charts, I can. I can pull up Twitter, but it's pointless now. I just read the tweet.
No, it's okay. Everybody's got Twitter. If they want to see it,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
out
yeah.
there.
But Grant you wish. Grant is playing with the Shibu. Hey, if he wants to see if he can make some money, he knows I'm not a big fan. And dude, Kusama and Celsius, man, like my portfolio, everyone's portfolio is going down. My portfolio's been going sideways because I have the biggest allocation in Celsius, Ethereum, Polkadot, and Luxo, Kusama. I have solid projects. That's 90% of my portfolio. And so my portfolio has been doing well. You invest in solid things with good research, and everything else that I do, I put little tiny amounts. Like the other 15 or so plays I have is like 10% of my portfolio. And they could perform so well that they could jump up into the top, and you don't sell them. That's the way you play the game. What are we looking at? Dominance? Dude, look at the Bitcoin
dominance. Yeah. And so one thing, I heard someone point out and to kind of be aware of is that when we approached these levels last time on the BTC dominance, that was a top for Bitcoin. I'm not saying I don't think this is a top. I mean, the whole market's looking fine.
All right, would this be the play to make?
I do find that interesting.
Would this be the play to make? My portfolio is skyrocketing in terms of Bitcoin value. Like my portfolio is probably like doubled in terms of Bitcoin in just the last like month, I feel. Is it a good time to move into Bitcoin yet, or should I be waiting? Because like Elon Musk throwing shade. What do you think? What's the future of Bitcoin?
I mean, I think earlier I figured, yeah, I think that's a great idea to scoop up some Bitcoin. But I mean, after like kind of diving more into the whole energy issue about Bitcoin and it kind of being a bit wasteful, I don't know. I don't know if that's the good play. I still feel like a lot of the big OG players and the whales, a lot of the OG whales, it seems like their just end game is to get more Bitcoin. And now lately more Ethereum. They're cool with getting their Ethereum bag bigger, but a lot of the end game goal for these guys is to get more Bitcoin.
Yeah, and I always think that Bitcoin has a future. Like, now, but here's the thing. I am going to look to accumulate more Bitcoin too. Like, I'm going to accumulate more Bitcoin, right? But that doesn't mean I don't think that something will overtake Bitcoin in market cap, and I don't think there's better ROI everywhere than Bitcoin. I do see Bitcoin as a store of value on some level. Like I see, but it's not as good as a store of value as gold. Let's be honest here. Gold has a better store of value than Bitcoin because Bitcoin could drop 80%. Gold won't do that. So that's why I still see gold as being safer. Now, but if you want, like, people still invest in Bitcoin for the upside. And also, another thing is I noticed there's a big bias in the crypto in that everybody's all hating on Elon now because he said some negative things about Bitcoin. But Bitcoin is very inefficient. It's a very inefficient protocol, and a lot of people, they act like it's not. And they're saying, oh, like it'll incentivize clean energy because there's clean energy that's not accessible, and no, it's a very, like, it doesn't matter where you're using the energy. It doesn't matter how you're using the energy. Using a lot of energy to do what Bitcoin does is using a precious resource, energy. And so it doesn't matter how you get it. It doesn't matter if it's clean or dirty. And it might incentivize clean energy. But I think a lot of it is just human behavior. People have a big bags of it, and they want their bags to do well, so that suddenly Bitcoin controls their brain. They're letting their portfolio control their brain. Like when I buy these things, and this is my experience from the space speaking. But when you buy these things, don't fall in love with your investments. Their goal is to make you money. That's it. Like I'm not in love with Bitcoin. I'm not in love with Polkadot. I'm not in love with Ethereum. At the end of the day, I'm only with them if they serve me. You know what I mean? Like these things don't overtake my mind. My mind still is free. A lot of people, they buy these things and then suddenly their brain cannot see any negative signs of the things they're holding. It's possible to buy something and see the negative side of it. In fact, that's actually the way you should be, right? Because you want to look at reality, and you want to set, like I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But that's just my rant on that. Like I the way people like, whatever. But LYXC's awesome. People asking about LYXC. Been holding strong. Take a look at
It
that.
has been holding, definitely. Sideways. I remember I said to one of my buddies that I said we could just slowly creep sideways out of this downward resistance that I had kind of made like my own channel with a couple trend lines here on Luxo, and yeah, I was telling him, man, we might just creep sideways out of this resistance and slowly start to rebound instead of just seeing crossing it and just seeing a spike. And maybe that's because it does have a lower market cap compared to the bigger market caps. So because on bigger market cap, when a lot of people are watching it and you see it cross over a downwards trend line or some type of resistance, generally you see spike and volume come in. We haven't seen that, but one thing that to notice is throughout all this price action, the volume is kind of on a decline. So that should mean that the downtrend is losing strength, right? I think that's generally what that means.
Yeah, I've been accumulating Luxo, and my chat saying, "Hey, you're in love with Luxo." Oh man, Luxo's, if Luxo, like, I like the comparison people have been using with calling these crypto projects like women. Like you look at it like women. Like there's some what you marry, some that you date, and some that are just a one night stand. You know.
Hold it for about 45 minutes and
Right. You just hold it as long as you need to. Like I love that comparison. And if Luxo would be like the hot girl that's like perfect in every way and like has all the features and characteristics, but don't get too attached, man.
Heartbreak.
Because she could like fall in love with someone else or whatever, like. But yeah,
Heartbreaker.
Like, yeah. I love Luxo, and but even Luxo could do me wrong, dude. Like investing is risky. So like as much as you love them, you can't get too attached to any of them. And I've seen that mistake a lot of people will make. People who come into the space or whatever, their mind gets enveloped with one or two projects, and that's all they can think about. Like I've seen it with some of these projects where people get obsessed over some particular project. You know, and that's you shouldn't allow for yourself to get to where you only are thinking about one project. Sure, this one right here, Luxo, I think is going to be the best return. Oh, nice. Thanks for the donation. Being asked about Casper Coin. We'll check it. We'll take a look at it at the end of the stream. We'll do the questions at the end of the stream. We'll take a look at every question at the end. But thanks, Samaya. But Luxo is the one that I think is going to be my best ROI. But yeah. What is this? Which one is that?
I'm pulling up Luxo on a different chart layout.
What's it? Fuzzy.
So I have one with the EMA ribbons.
Well, that's cool.
And
so it's still floating underneath it.
Yeah, and this is on the daily. I'm on the daily, and so the bottom box here, this big one here, this is your RSI. So standard RSI, I just brightened up the line a little bit. Now, this other one I have is called the Constance Brown indicator. I'll show you guys this one. The reason I like this is if you put them side by side with the RSI, it's just a much more smoothed out version of the RSI. You don't get all this jaggedness like that you do in the RSI, and you'll see divergences much clearer you'll see divergences on this Constance Brown index that you won't see on the RSI. Um, and it's been very, very helpful in spotting a lot of these. So that's why I set up a chart just to show uh, these indicators here, because I think a lot of people can relate to, an RSI indicator a lot more. It's something everybody has access to. This one, if you do go to TradingView, my favorites, it is the this one right here, indicator Constance Brown Composite Index by Lazy Bear. That was one I found in a crypto community, recommended by a very successful trader, and that's why he pointed it out, because he said often you're gonna see like right here, it's way easier to see these bottoms, and I don't know how it's smoothed out better, but it is. You can kind of do that with your RSI if you tweak your RSI settings, but this one already seems to be set up pretty good. Having said that, let's see what we got here. So I'm seeing, okay, so we got a low,
Right.
and this RSI has been bottom for some time, so that's good. And we're making higher lows and kind of trying to find some support in that mid range.
I got
Now,
some money still. Like I don't care, man. I'll keep on keep on with accumulating Luxo. Um,
one thing though, I thought I had.
I don't know if I'll get it at any good better prices. People say I look like Mr. Beast a lot. I hear that a lot.
Who?
Mr. Beast. I don't see it. I'm better looking than that. That guy. Except he's got all the money. So.
Okay, so I thought I had some lines drawn on here. I don't know what happened to them, but you see how like the RSI has its kind of high and low areas that you can adjust and tweak. I had some marked on here about negative. It was around like negative 20 and positive about 100 or so. Um, well, let's look at some divergences. I know the one that was real obvious for me, just to give you an example. It's good old Doge. Let's check out Doge just for a quick second as an example here.
Oh, man.
Because I drew it right here. This is what I'm looking for on the daily. I saw this as I had a friend that was asking about it. They don't know anything about crypto. They bought some. I said, hey, well, generally speaking, this is when I drew this was on May 6th. I said, this is about the air. It was about 65 cents at the time. I said, traders are going to look at this. This is called bearish divergence. This is generally when traders are going to sell. They're going to take their profit. And boy, they have been. So that's what I'm looking for. And that's kind of the example that I wanted to show on this RSI. Now, they both did show up, but oftentimes you'll see where, like, perhaps on the RSI, it didn't diverge, but it did on this indicator. So that's why I like to have both. So
Man, I should have had you around, Ian, so I could have traded this better instead of just hodling.
traded that Doge. Did you get wrecked on Doge?
No, like I didn't do that much with Doge. But yeah, like
Wait, did you actually buy some?
no.
Have you ever bought Doge?
No, I never owned a single Doge. Never. I did watch from the sidelines, but I thought that but the bearish divergence. I have people that trade with my money on Doge, so by proxy, yeah, like some people that I let trade with from my money. So yeah, in a sense, I did buy Doge, and I should have been like, hey, there's a bearish divergence, take it out. But like whatever. Like just I let some people play with the money.
So question real quick, is the stream, is it still clear for everybody? Because I have it on another monitor and it's looking pretty jacked up for me.
It's looking jacked up on my screen too. I don't know what the deal is. On the screen, how sharp does it look? It doesn't look. Yeah, I don't know. Like it looks.
Take off.
Oh, it's clearing up now.
Take off. Is it okay? I was gonna say maybe it's my stream to you. Okay.
Well, mine's showing it super clear now. It was fuzzy and it became super clear. I don't know what that's all about. People do okay. So guys, okay, let's take a look at Celsius, because Celsius has been holding strong. And the thing that I noticed with Celsius is it likes to do really well when everything else is doing like crap. Right?
Yeah, I remember looking at this because it was the fuzzy wuzzy one that I had to trim off all these wicks. Okay, so let's go back to my other chart.
See that? This is what's driving me nuts right now. My nail. It's like I have a hangnail, or like it's not a hangnail. It's like my nail is like driving me nuts. I need to like get some nail clippers. Like now, it's emergency. Like
I seen you looking down a bunch.
no, it's my
Is that
nail.
what you're looking?
I'm gonna go here. Why don't you talk about the chart on Celsius? I'm gonna go clip my nail because it's driving me nuts right now. But
Please. Okay, so wait, somebody's asking me to analyze Bitcoin. We'll get back to that,
we'll go to
Daniel.
Bitcoin
Grant
and
said it looks
Dot's
like.
amazing, and KSM. Dude, we have a lot to talk about. There's a lot going
Grant said
on.
it looks like shit though.
Here, I'll be
It
back in
still
a
looks
second.
fuzzy for me
Let me
too.
clip my nail. It's driving me nuts.
Okay, so he's going to cut his nails. Um, I'll talk about Celsius, I guess. Last time I identified these 3 resistance points here, okay? And then I looked where we were, and we were potentially bottoming here. And I said, this looks like a back test of this previous resistance. Now, what I did here, if your chart does not look like this, I have it on Hike and Ashi candles, which takes the average, it smooths everything out. And I shut these wicks off because the wicks on Celsius it just makes it hard to see what's going on. You turn these off, now you get some clear direction. And I'm just circling these as ranges. We back tested that range, and that was about $5. And I remember saying on stream, hey, where do you get this? I said, I need to buy this because the momentum, I drew this trend line, momentum was going up, and this money flow was looking like it was bottoming out. And that's on the daily. I knew that was going to be pretty significant. And you can see we pumped from down here, and this is without wicks, we went up 20% without the wicks. And it looks like we're getting above this trend line, which it looks like this trend line is just kind of floating in the middle of nowhere, but where that comes from, that was the wick high of up here. So I put that at kind of a round number right around $7. And it's back testing. It's trying to hold this range. So I think we're cooling off. The whole market is cooling off. You can see that the momentum is pointing down.
All right, I'm
So
back. What are you at?
what that means, I'm just talking about Celsius, how last time I was explaining how I turned the wicks off, but I was explaining how I identified this resistance area that we held, and then we back tested as support. This is where we were last live stream. And I said I wanted to buy right now. I said often I don't want to buy right at the exact moment that we're doing a live stream, but this is one that I seen because of this momentum increasing, making higher lows, and the money flow was coming up. So I wanted to buy right in about it was around 550 because with the wicks on, it was sitting about 550. And even without the wicks, we've gone up about 20%, 25%. And it looks like we're just kind of back to trying to hold this high. And that's where I without the wicks, you can't see that why I have that there. That's just a wick high on this resistance. But we're trying to hold this area right around $7, and we are. I mean, even after this big dump, Bitcoin dumped 20%. Celsius, it didn't really go anywhere. It's sitting right in its like average pocket right here, maybe down a few percent. So did I buy here? No, I said I really
You
wanted
said you
to.
were.
I did
Like
not
you
even buy.
told me. You said.
I searched and searched through all my stuff, and I'm like, I couldn't figure out what to move to it. I didn't want to move anything.
Why didn't you buy
My
Celsius?
USD was dry.
Look, Celsius is one coin.
I got some now. I could get some now. I could get like, I don't know. I could probably get a few $1,000 now.
Ooh, GLQ is looking attractive. Like I bought a big chunk of GLQ, but it dumped a little bit, and that makes me like excited because I was like, I'm gonna see if it dumps because like almost everything I've been buying has dumped the moment I bought it. So I was like, this time I'm just gonna hold back, and now I'm ready to buy it, like some GLQ because that thing like looks attractive, dude. GLQ is an attractive project, man.
I was trying to look at GLQ on the chart, but is Dex Tools working for anybody else, or are they down or something? I'm having trouble trying to pull up Dex Tools charts here. Anything I type in on the search is not
Actually,
working.
everything's dumping. I can't, like, usually what I do is I switch one of my alts into like the best performing alts that has already performed for me into something like GLQ. But dude, all these things are dumping,
Yeah,
except for my top
KSM
coins.
Mang. KSM Mang, yeah, dude, it's been strong. Look at the volume spike. Wow, I did not see
people
this.
know.
Well, that's KuCoin, so never mind. I should just turn that off. I'm not even gonna look at the volume on here.
KSM
oh, that's view.
auctions like this month what is it, the 16th, right? Like Polkadot has a huge event sometime soon, right? Um, and they already, dude, everything's ready for the pair auctions. Actually, I have some money out that's not staking. You know, I'm a nominator, right? I nominate validators on the Polkadot and Kusama networks. Where you can earn, if you do it on the easy way, for most people, the easy way is to do it on Kraken. You can earn 12% if you stake your DOT or Kusama. But you get an extra
On
20% boost.
Kraken?
Huh?
Kraken's old school.
I like Kraken.
Use Kraken?
Yeah, I
You
use
use it?
Kraken. Yeah, Kraken's one of the best. Well, I use it for like for staking my Kusama and my DOT. But if you do, okay, so decoded on the 19th. Thanks, Mike. So the it's already done. Like it looks like the code's already done, or like they have the parachain auctions already. Like the Polkadot system's going to come out like a bat out of hell. Like on flames when it comes out, like with enraged craziness, because when it finally is going, it's going to happen fast. Because you're going to have these auctions and you're going to have things launching and it's going to be amazing. Like people don't realize how awesome those projects are. Like the Kusama, and Kusama is already showing the price action. I think this is the beginning of the show. This is the beginning of the fireworks, the very, very beginning, before we see like another, like I think KSM might gain on DOT a little bit, but this is all speculation on that. But
Salchar, okay.
I have some of my, I'm a nominator, so you earn 20% more if you're a nominator and if you know what you're doing. But then I have some on Kraken that I'm going to use for the parachain auctions, because there's going to be no doubt, some really good projects to do auctions with. So you want to have access to your tokens for the auctions, because I'm sure there's going to be some pretty amazing projects coming up and opportunities with these candle auctions.
Awesome. Good call. Thank you. Who was that? That was Football Mentor. Hopefully that good old foosball mentor. Yeah, he told me to switch my chart. That's why I was on a low liquidity chart. Apparently on FTX it looks cleaner. But does it go? It doesn't go back as far, does it? I'm looking. Oh, I guess these were all the resistance zones I had marked. Was something like this, and then we came back down and back tested it there. Something like that. Okay. But then the wick high isn't as high. Yeah, I don't have the high. I don't know. I'm like confused now. I'm like lost. Let me have both. I'm gonna add both just so I can kind of until I get my balance here. But that's on sell. What were you just talking about, Kusama?
Yeah. Kusama, like parachain auctions are like around the corner. Like we're in the final stretch of that, and when that stuff goes live, you're gonna have projects launching every week. It's gonna be nuts. Like it's hard for me to imagine like. Kraken doesn't support parachain auctions. Well, you could, but what you could do is I thought they did, but I know that I think KuCoin supports the parachain auctions. But even that said, if you have your money staked on Kraken, you can withdraw it. If you're a nominator, with Kusama anyways, it's a 7-day wait period, and that's what I really mean. It's a 7-day wait to remove your tokens as a nominator. On Polkadot, it's a 28-day wait. So that's a long time in crypto. So that's what I mean by having money that's earning, use Polkadot.js. If you want to participate in the parachain auctions, you're going to use Polkadot.js. But you could use KuCoin, and you could use, apparently Kraken's not doing it. So, but yeah, that's what I meant. It's like I have it staking on Kraken so that I'm earning 12%, but the money's not locked up, for whenever that goes live. Because I don't want to wait like 7 days and miss like the first auction or whatever. We'll see what happens. What are we looking at?
Yeah, honestly, I was just looking at sell, and it's still looking like it's got some room to go.
Celsius,
I mean, this 4 hours looking.
There's a girl I had dinner with recently, and this is most people. If people always ask, people trying to get involved with crypto, and they say, what coin should I buy? What one single coin should I buy? What coin? The only coin I would really feel satisfied telling people is Celsius. Because Celsius is cross-platform exposure. It's similar to an index, and you earn yield. So over time, Celsius is one of the lowest risk, most likely to deliver returns for people. So that's the one that I would actually feel confident telling people to buy, like people who don't understand crypto, which is 90% of the people that get involved in crypto don't understand it. So Celsius is the one that I would say buy. And that's only because we don't have an index yet. That's really good. You know, that's easy to use. That's one single token that people can buy and just hold. So
Don't
Celsius,
buy it yet.
yeah,
I'm gonna just sell it all. I gotta still buy some,
you need some
and then we'll
Celsius.
come
Everybody
back.
should have some Celsius, and
Yeah,
and
I slept on it.
it's undervalued. It should be the same market cap as assets under management. Meaning, if assets under management goes down, Celsius should match that. If assets under management go up, Celsius should manage that. In every investment in the stock market, your P to E ratios are insanely off the charts, right? The Shiller P to E ratios are off the charts. In crypto, it's the opposite. Everything's undervalued. Celsius has P to E ratios. For people who understand investing, there's something called the Shiller P to E ratio. In the stock market, everything is in the red. It's out into territory saying it's overvalued. With Celsius, it's undervalued, and that's rare. Like in the current investment world, like not only is Celsius a fast-growing company, but its P to E ratios, are super low. So it's the no-brainer. Like it's a no-brainer. Like for anyone who's familiar with investing, Celsius is a no-brainer. Like I don't like it's my number one holding, and I don't mind. I'm not selling Celsius ever, like unless it like goes up a lot. But it's one I can actually calculate, like its value with its P to E ratios, and it gives me cross-platform exposure.
Oh, there we go. Now it just cleared up. Somebody said, "Is this what being blind looks like?" I don't know why, but your picture finally just cleared up.
Oh
For me.
yeah, that's funny.
Is your girl like downloading something? What's the deal here?
Oh, it's Naomi. She's on the. I should tell her to jump off. She's straight up like watching like Back to the Future with like Dr. Oz or whatever the guy's name is. And
Oh, what do you have, like HughesNet or something?
I got some nice
5
internet.
megabyte.
I got the
So
solid
it shouldn't
internet.
matter.
You know what it is?
What's your upload?
I
Your
just
upload.
bought
What's your
like
upload?
I have this TV that's like a 4K TV, and I guess that's a lot of data, dude. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's that, but we'll see.
John Locke said, hit the. I appreciate you reminding everybody to hit that like button. Thanks,
Thanks,
John.
appreciate it. Yeah. So, here, let me see if I can pull up this token that someone asked us about. Like, so there was someone who tipped us some
Casper. Yeah. While you do that, I'll look
Casper
at
coin.
Bitcoin. You want me to look for any divergences here on Bitcoin? So, let's take a look. Maybe on the 2-hour. I thought I seen some earlier. I'm not sure. It was close. Not quite. No cigar. Let me zoom out a little more on the daily. The daily. Is this where I kind of saw it? Maybe. Perhaps.
Casper coin.
It's not super strong, but if you consider price either to have gone straight across, or if you want to go by the wicks, if you consider price either straight across or down, it is unconfirmed. We're not there yet, but possibly on the momentum. Let me take a look at the RSI on Bitcoin. I think also here, this is where I saw it too, on the daily, again with Bitcoin, possibly trying to put in that bullish.
Here, I'm gonna tell.
I might have said bearish.
I'm gonna
but
tell Naomi
it's-
to stop streaming. See if I can get her to do that, because
See if it makes a difference.
Like my internet looks like crap right now. This Casper coin, I don't know. I'm not seeing it on CoinGecko. So
Yeah, I don't know if they can even see my trend lines very well.
let me tell her to go.
But Bitcoin is trying to put in bullish divergence. It needs another possibly couple days, maybe 1 day, maybe 2 days. That's the thing. I think the longer it goes on, then we won't see it, because if the price continues to bleed out with the momentum, that divergence won't materialize.
Yo,
So,
did that help at all?
waiting for that confirmation.
Not yet.
Well, it's delayed, so give me a minute. It's definitely delayed on my end.
It looks cleaner a little
Wait
bit.
and see if it
It's
clears
still
up a bit
fuzzy.
here. Well, I wonder if it's mine. Is it just me? Like go look at. Let's get rid of my screen and you pull something up. Maybe it's Discord.
Let me look.
Because I don't know if your webcam looks bad.
My webcam looks good. Oh, I don't know actually. I would have to look at my YouTube or something. Ooh, Polkadot's advertising again.
So you your own chart and see if that's clear. Because maybe it's Discord.
What do we want to look at? GLQ. I'll look at GLQ because that graph link. Let me pull it up. And then, so GLQ made a nice. Did you buy your GLQ yet? It's actually a good time.
I did not, because the gas fees were insane.
Yeah, I was actually looking to buy some today, and I didn't because of gas fees. Like, I had like 7K that I was going to throw in, and I was like $400 to throw 7K in. That's not worth it. You know, like, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, I think you and I were talking earlier, and I think it was funny.
Ooh,
you said I'm in the 1%, and I don't want to pay gas fees. Like, they're too expensive for me.
I hope it like goes down to here. Like, please go lower.
See,
This project's so like, it's amazing to find such undervalued projects in crypto. Like, you can just
What'd you pull that up on?
So
you pulled up you pulled up the ETH chart though. That's not USD.
That's ETH. Yeah. So I was like, oh, this is a good time to buy some ETH. So I loaded up. I actually loaded up here because it looked, but if you look at it in terms of USD, I don't know if they have that. Dex tools. Let me look at Dex tools.
Yo, BK Blitz, what up? Well, so far your screen looks clear. I don't know if it's Discord or not, or maybe not. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, let me move this to the side so I can actually see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't like looking at GLQ paired with ETH. It doesn't. I don't know.
I always like to compare.
Not to me.
I like looking at. I don't like thinking in terms of dollars because like the dollar is like a failed garbage instrument. How come it's not pulling up? GLQ. There it is.
Is Dex Tools not working for you or what?
It's working now. Oh yeah. So it made this cup and handle. You see this? It made a cup and it did a handle and it did like this breakout, but it looked like it was going to take off. But for some reason it didn't. It had this little pullback. But I was hoping it would go. Dude, I didn't put everything I was going to put in because I was hoping it would go. It would do this. Because almost everything I've been buying has been trying to trick me into buying it and then it dumped. So I'm like, all right, what I'll do is I'll buy half of it now and I'll buy the other half of my position. Like,
okay, so maximize your chart. You know how to do that on Dex Tools?
I don't think they do.
It's in the top middle, right next to the right red minimum thing. There's like the expand box.
Oh, okay.
On the top. Okay, and then what I want you to do is click indicators and add RSI. Because I'm pretty sure, so you're on the 12-hour. I don't remember if I was looking at maybe the 4-hour. I don't know if there's a 6.
You know, like doing on the RSI is I like turning it yellow because it looks so much better. But so there you go. This is still a really new project. But it's
and your screen is still going fuzzy, so I know it's not Discord or me.
So now we know it. But take a look. Like this made a cup and handle, and then it came down here. But this whole thing's undervalued, so I hardly care about the technicals because it's like whatever. If I buy it here, if I even buy it up here, it's still a steal. If I buy it down here, it's a steal. It's a steal anywhere in these price ranges because this one could be a $250 million project, and that's a 10x.
Okay, so what time frame are you on? Because I can't see which time frame you're on.
12-hour.
Okay. Yeah, and then so do you see the last two peaks that were kind of in the overbought region?
Right here?
Like it made a bearish divergence on that RSI.
Oh, by going down like this?
Yeah, the two recent peaks.
Mm-hmm.
It's all delayed, so I have to wait
dude.
like 30 seconds.
That's got to be oversold then. Like, look at this. It's way down here. It's only been here one
What time frame are you on now?
1 hour.
I wouldn't use the 1 hour personally.
Use a day.
But it is interesting to see that peak in the middle of the cup is being back tested as support.
Mm-hmm.
So it's trying to find support right there. Not a bad area to find support. Honestly, so cup and handles, I just don't trade them personally.
Hmm.
I don't know how reliable they are, but for me they're just not attractive to me to trade. Try and trade cup and handles.
Well, from a
Um,
fundamental standpoint, this project's undervalued. Like because strategically speaking, they're gonna work dark. Dude, even myself, I was entertaining the idea of looking at some of their templates and like setting up a trading bot right through their platform because it has easy to use drag and drop architecture. So like they're gonna be the front line of software, human software relationships of businesses on ramping into the crypto space. So GLQ, guys, is a solid project. It's only got a 40 million market cap. Now it is up to the team to deliver, but as in any
so what's
project,
those
right?
highs at? 90 some cents? 92 or 5 or something like that. In the 90s, right? Is what the highs were
What's that?
for GLQ. The high on the price. It's in the 90s,
90s,
right?
90s, dollar, right up the dollar, or no, I mean 10 cents, 10 cents. Let me see this.
Oh, that's 9 cents.
Yeah, in the in the 10 cents area. So it's around.
Whenever it gets above that, it just looks like it doesn't want to turn back though. Yeah, okay, so that is 9 cents.
Mhm.
When we break 10 cents, it just doesn't seem like it's ever gonna want to come back down below that.
It's
So that's
tiny.
how these newer projects go. Yeah, these tiny new projects.
You
When you see
you know
that,
some of the people that when they invest, like for instance UPR, like people, oh UPR's down 50% or whatever. Like when you're buying something that's like this small, it doesn't matter what it does. You're buying a 0, 10, 100, 20, like beyond that X potentiality. So what you're buying is like a ticket, and that ticket's either redeemable or it's not. And just take the money and set it to the side. And like they're either going to deliver or they're not. And you do that wisely, well researched projects. You do it with 10, 15, 20, and don't sell. And then one of them will run up to like a huge chunk of your bag, and then you could take profits, and you could also take some off, and go looking for wins again, and do the same thing, and you play the game, and do your research, and you just keeps, and then it gets you you become a big holder of the whole entire thing, the whole crypto economy. It's strategy, and don't put like some people put too much in one thing, so don't do that. Um, and don't let anything occupy your mind too much. Like any individual project, I don't care how good it is.
so Grado asks Algo versus Elrond versus Solana. So I'd bet on all three, buddy. Those are all three good projects. I don't know how to
I love
compare those.
Algorand. I love Elrond. Solana, I'm staying away from just because it's got too much hype on it. Like, a solid
Yeah, when you
project.
see something run that hard,
Yeah,
I
don't
can't
touch it.
buy.
I don't buy stuff while people are interested. My goal is to find stuff when people are not interested.
That's interesting way to look at it, actually.
Yeah.
A pancake asking how to calculate the P&E. You didn't answer that yet, did you?
PDE, PNE. Okay,
On
so
Celsius, because that's
P
one of the only ones you can do it on, right? Because they
right,
actually have,
because they actually have cash flow. So
yeah.
time value of money, to make it easy, 5% under assets under management is what they're getting 5% for their cash flow. So their token is worth, like their token gives you access to that, and it also gives you access to, like my brain is a little fried right now, so it's even hard for me to think about it. But I did this analysis in the past. But what I arrived at, with the correlation I arrived at, was that it should be the same value as assets under management. So Celsius, like that's what Celsius should be worth, is whatever the assets, like its market cap, the token, should have the same market cap as assets under management. And I think it's at 17 billion that they have under management, and the token right now is 3 billion. So it's and when I did the math, it was telling me assets under management. So it's crazy how discounted Celsius is. You have something like Coinbase, which is like, how long is Coinbase going to be relevant? And then you have something like Celsius, which is like going to be the future of this whole, like one of the biggest players in the future, and it's just like it's crazy how the money hasn't come into crypto yet. It doesn't, just hasn't. The money has still not come into crypto, the big money. So be patient, because we haven't seen what is going to be paid. KSM's going to 510. KSM's going to 5K.
Somebody was asking about the VPVR, but honestly, I don't use this that much. I don't know how, because obviously it changes when you change your scale on your chart here. So I don't have a lot of practice using this, so I'm not gonna really comment on something like that. That's I'm not here to BS you guys. So I think it is a cool indicator. I see a lot of people use this VPVR, and it just kind of shows you like volume where on the prices where a lot of the action is on as far as volume goes, and you can see it coming in right at around like 55 or so, right in this area. But I have had a major trend line there on my other chart for some time. That 55 has been pretty crucial on Bitcoin. I don't know which chart he wanted me to do it on though. He said something about VPVR, and I don't know if there was a specific chart he wanted to look at. Or he's talking to Grant. Oh, my bad.
Look at Algo if you want. We haven't looked at Algo in a while, and then we'll probably look at eGold next too. So, what was I gonna pull up? Oh, you made me forget what I was gonna pull up. It's gonna pull something up. I know Vitalik Buterin rug pulled the dog coins. I think that's funny. He sold all those dog coins to charities.
It's funny though, he didn't like sell them, so he didn't cause the price to dump.
Yeah, but now they're in someone's possession. Like a lot of people were theorizing that he didn't have control of those accounts. And
did he announce it, or
he even said he didn't have control? But then I guess he found he did have control.
Oh. Well, my question is, did he just send the crypto and they kind of caught on that it got moved, or like did he just announce hey, I don't know. Donated.
I don't know how that went down.
So I would just do it quietly. Like, why even say anything?
I kind of wish he sold it, to be honest, but like because that way he could have, like the Methuselah Foundation, dude. I'm all about them getting money. I'm glad Vitalik is on the same page with me. For those who don't know, Methuselah's foundation is anti-aging research. Is KSM popping off? Gosh. What was
it? Has been. When is KSM not popping off? 535.
Oh my gosh, is it at new highs yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
It was higher. Its high is 565 or so.
I can't wait until KSM.
It's close. It is close. So.
Oh yeah. I was gonna look at the gas fees. So Ethereum gas fees right now.
I think I was supposed to be looking at Algo. I think there's a lot to look at, guys. So try to get as much as we can here without taking all night. So on Algo, previously I was looking for some head and shoulders. Really, the whole market made this pattern, this head and shoulders. We backtested the breakout, broke out, had a nice high at about $1.70, and so we've dumped. And the money flow is still coming down. I'm seeing this kind of on a lot of charts, even like Kusama we were just looking at. The money flow, it's trending down-ish, but it could just make a higher high here, and then that kind of goes out the window because this hump is still kind of unconfirmed. But it doesn't look that great when you especially when you zoom out, you see that trend line. The money flow is kind of pointing down on these. It's making it's diverging. That's what I'm trying to say. The price is still kind of going up, but the money flow, it's not like the money flow is making a higher high. That is on the 4 hour, so that's just one piece. But even on the daily is still making a lower high. So I do have some concern about this money flow being much lower than it is.
But like,
and then again,
it could be the fundamentals taking over, but who knows, right? So
that's exactly what I was going to get into about KSM. Is that these indicators only do so much, but when you got parachain auction lockup, this and that stuff, it does crazy things to the price. And that's where you come in to because I don't know anything about that. So I've learned a lot from you about these fundamentals.
Fundamentals really do operate the markets in a lot of ways, like especially news. Like look at what's happening with KSM. It's the candle auctions. I know exactly what's happening. I'm responding here. Love to hear.
fundamentals got me into crypto. Uh, the and then the crypto got me into the technicals because I didn't want to. I got tired of buying at tops. I don't want to buy at tops and just watch money go. I want to figure out how to read these bottoms, how to figure it out when money's going up or down. Where's the market going? Algo on the daily is still pointing down. It's trying to find a bottom in here somewhere. Money flow on the daily still looks okay. I think it's still got room to go. Let's kind of zoom in. Let's go to the 6 hour. I'm going to delete this fib. I don't know why, but I deleted this stuff and it never saved. So, but let's see, 6 hour. It's kind of similar to whatever we were looking at earlier. Maybe it was Celsius or Bitcoin. The 6 hour still needs time. It could be making some type of bottom here. Let's go to 4 hour. Need to zoom in more. 4 hour. Now here we go. This is looking good. This is what I want to see. And something like this could really cause the price to go up. We might start. What time is it? 12. Perfect. Okay, so 20 minutes ago, we got new 4 hour candles. So let's go through and look at some of these 4 hour charts. Divergence. This is what I'm looking for on the 4 hour. Not confirmed yet. So this is going to have to wait. I think tomorrow morning into the morning market opens 4 a.m., 8 a.m., and then 9, I think, is when markets really kind of start opening up. But in the morning, I think we're going to start seeing some pumps because we're seeing like head and shoulders on this momentum. You can chart this momentum too, the same way you can do regular charts. You got a little bit of a head and shoulders. If this continues to curl around, now if Bitcoin just takes a dump from 50, if Bitcoin just dumps below 50K, none of this probably matters. But we are en route to confirm divergence here, bullish divergence that can send us back up higher than whatever these two are. These the all-time highs? No, not kinda. Not quite. All-time high for Algo looks to be about $1.85. This could send us maybe to at least the 170 to test this area where these last two highs. Yeah, we could come compete with that. So let's see if we see this on some other charts. I don't even want to look at ETH because it's weird, but I did see. Well, hang on. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Do you have anything you need to go over?
Well, one of the things I'm noticing, okay, so regarding this pullback, KSM was the best performer, obviously, in the pullback, right? So I have a big bag of KSM. And then the very next one, Celsius. Celsius didn't come down at all. And, it's actually surging. And then underneath that, LYXE. See, that's why you invest in fundamentals, right? Like, that's why, and you also buy when things are low. Like, I'm buying, like, I didn't lose value. I actually gained value in terms of Ethereum because I put Ethereum into Luxo. So, I mean, if I was to sell now, I could actually buy back more Ethereum than I put in. And then, but who knows? The charts go everywhere. Who cares? Like, you just got to keep buying when things go lower or higher or whatever. But
yeah, and so what I'm seeing for Kusama on like a lower time frame is money flow it's coming down. Now, we kind of peaked off and now we're starting to diverge along with the momentum. And you might careful. I mean, you might see some more wick action down. I mean, give it a couple hours and we could be back at 500. So, because people do take profit. People trade this.
yeah,
I'm seeing this momentum come down right here. I'm gonna draw this trend line. It's not confirmed because I'm seeing the VWAP. I just kind of ran. I know a lot. Like you got a lot of smart people in your community, and I know a lot of them are gonna pick up on this. But a lot of people, I'm saying this is probably just going right over your head. They don't. I'm speaking gibberish. I'm speaking Russian to them. This yellow line in here, when it crosses, is kind of determining. It's kind of saying, hey, we're going up, we're going down. We kind of found a support and it's going up. This could blow right through this trend line, but in the next hour we could see the price is going to keep going up in the next hour or so. Maybe we come up to its previous high and we roll back down. I'm gonna I could sit here and watch this to kind of see this price roll back down. It's going to create a divergence because the price is much higher going from here to here. Given about another hour, you might see this price just roll back down. But that's short term. This is very short term. I'm on a 24-minute chart, guys. So that's just what I'm seeing in like the immediate short term. But just because it is pumping. Yeah, because we're pumping. But when you see stuff pumping like this and going and going, It's coming. It's gonna roll back down. It always does. But with Kusama, fundamentals are crazy. We see some crazy stuff, but what I'm seeing on money flow, I think we continue to go up and create that divergence and then cool off for a bit. It's pretty typical, it's normal. But Kusama looking amazing, pumping live.
I just want something to go for a free run, man. Like I want something to go just pumping and go crazy, like something for my portfolio. I wouldn't mind
Well,
if it was
it's
Kusama.
it's it's a good thing to see when there's probably a lot of scared people out there today. I know even on Elon's Musk, I seen one of the comments I was laughing at. He said, "How could you, Elon? I lost $100,000." People are pissed today.
I laughed at it
But
when I read that. I
but
mean,
like
I don't like people suffering, right? But I laughed
no, if
because it
he's got
was
100 grand to lose, he's probably okay.
yeah. Or like if you're putting
He'll
your
be
life
okay.
savings on like this stuff, like you're gonna get like sure you can get really bad results. Like
But I just like that Bitcoin dumped 20% and is struggling to hold 50,000, and KSM is running for all-time highs right now. Like, what does that say about the overall market right
it's
now?
weird.
It's very
There's
weird.
a lack of
Very
confidence
weird.
in Bitcoin, and that's not something that was common before. Uh, like there. Okay. So in 2017, there was the narrative that Ethereum would overtake Bitcoin, right? Like the whole flippening. Like there's a big thing around that. And I know that we still have a lot to go before Ethereum catches up with Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is dumping 11% right now, and Ethereum isn't. Ethereum's dumping like 7%. Even DOT is dumping less than Bitcoin. That's what I'm finding weird about right now. Is that things like DOT and Ethereum, a lot of the other ones are falling. Actually, a lot of the other ones are falling pretty bad. But I don't hold big chunks of those, right? Like, I feel like, look, my portfolio, guys, is structured for institutional money. Right now, I feel like I'm winning on that because my portfolio is performing better than Bitcoin at least right now. But who knows? We'll see if that continues to happen. But I try to structure my portfolio strategically, around where I think institutions are going to stick their money. And I think it's Ethereum, DOT, Luxo, KSM, Algo, and that's it. That's like 90% of my portfolio.
Thank, thank God LOXE is still staying low.
Yeah.
Trying to accumulate. Yeah, dude, it's bleeding out on the daily, on the money flow. It's going red. It's going deep
Dude, I,
into the
I think
red on the
Luxo might
daily,
dump
which is
still.
good.
I
This
hope
is
it
good.
dumps. Like,
I
I will
don't I
become
don't
such a
want to see
big
your six
holder.
dollar.
Yeah. I will become
Nah.
such a big. I'll become a Luxo whale. And I mean like a mega whale if it dumps.
But I like BK. Let's see here. BK said something good. Anyone notice Algo comment to Elon about being carbon negative? Now, I've heard of carbon neutral, but I assume there's got to be a difference between carbon neutral and negative. If you're carbon negative, how does that work? I don't understand what he means by how could you be carbon negative?
Oh, the Algorand guy talking about being carbon negative? I don't know.
Yes.
Like,
Apparently he commented to Elon about it.
there's, what's funny is that Elon tweet, like every project and their brother was advertising to Elon. We're super, like the e-gold people were doing it, the Kusama people were doing it, the algorithm, like Elon doesn't have the bandwidth to read through his tweets. Like I'm sure I don't know,
Right.
he's not gonna find you guys, like through his tweets.
And
But
is that why he picked Doge?
yeah, maybe. Who knows why
Because there's good things like right there. I feel like Algo is a good example. Algo's I did and I wouldn't buy Algo over Doge.
You know what it is? I
I don't
think
have to be a genius to figure that one out.
there's a real chance that Elon is he missed crypto and he's just I don't know if it's that he's playing around because he doesn't need money. Like he doesn't really need money. Like to him it might be funny, to watch the plebeians dance, you know? Like think about if you're think about a child playing with ants and they have the magnifying glass. right? You're like like burning the ants.
Yeah,
Dude,
we all did it.
we're all the ants, bro. And Elon Musk has the magnifying glass. He says he's just playing with some ants.
Oh, that's a little depressing.
That's my theory on his Dogecoin stuff. But
So
I
one
don't
thing
think he's a
about
bad person. I
LIXC.
don't think he's. I think Elon's. I think he's just his mind is a different kind of mind, right? So
Oh yeah, I agree. I like Elon. I think he's a smart guy, but he's not infallible. There's some people that really put him on a pedestal,
yeah,
but it's
hell
like,
no.
dude, he's smart, but it's not. He could say some dumbass shit just like everybody else. He's a normal dude for the most part. He's a normal abnormal dude. I shouldn't say he's normal, but I bet he is more normal than probably a lot of people think. Um, he's human. He's gonna have, like, I think you said this earlier too. Like, he's gonna have just human impulses and stuff, and an ego, or just like anybody would. He's infallible, just like the rest of us. So, but what I see, one thing I wanted to mention on LIXC is on the daily, it's on the money flow is just down. But if you go to the 6 hour, the momentum and the money flow are really shaping up to be what I want it to be. So on the 4 hours, the one I usually like, but I like it on bigger market cap stuff like ETH or Bitcoin. With a lower market cap, I try to zoom out and be zoomed out as much as I can. But the 6 hour it's looking all right, because I'm seeing a big curve on the money flow. Or not money flow, momentum. The momentum, it was deep. It was deep in the momentum for a long time. Now the momentum's coming up. Momentum's coming up right here, where we're starting to trend up on momentum, and price is kind of trickling out. So we're starting to diverge, right? Same with the money flow. Money flow is starting to come on the up and up. I'm telling you, when this crosses green, it's on. We're gonna do that, and this is when it's gonna be a heartbreaker when that money flow comes back down.
Yeah.
But it's it's coming. We're being
I might
patient.
trade some Luxo because I've been buying a bunch, and I might sell out some just to hope in the hopes of accumulating more. Like I'm super greedy. I'm super greedy with
Yes,
Luxo.
right.
I want to get as much Luxo as possible.
I'm not doing that down in these price ranges, but
I'm not selling anytime
when
soon.
when this starts to move, and it will, yeah, I think I'll probably be doing the same. So that's Luxo. I'm still being patient, and I think we're on track. I think we're on track to do good things here with Luxo. Just like KSM, it's gonna be a beast, right?
Well,
It'll
KSM
be
is
a
going to be
beast.
like, imagine being able to do DeFi for 10 cents, but not on Binance. Like right now it's like Binance, but it's not going to take long for all these applications to launch on, Kusama and Polkadot. Like it really isn't going to take long, and they're like their bridge technology is like a router system. So like I imagine that Polkadot and Kusama's bridges are analogous to routers. If you guys know how the internet works, routers help you get to different computers quickly, like even what we're doing, it routes the traffic. Well, that's kind of what Polkadot and Kusama's bridges are like. They're like routers, right? And that means you can have access to any blockchain through Polkadot and Kusama. So any project that connects to a bridge on Polkadot and Kusama has access to a router that allows for anyone to access that blockchain. At the very bottom layer is Polkadot and Kusama, who are going to win because they're like the infrastructure. So, dude, like I'm telling you, there's so much money that we're going to make on Kusama and Polkadot. Like they are base layer for the financial web of the future, like base layer, and you're getting like real estate on that base layer. Do I need to say that in a different way? Do you understand what I'm saying? You catch that?
I'm sorry. I had like 5 people messaging me.
Oh.
I was trying to read some stuff. Elon and his asparagus. Or Asperger's. What am I saying asparagus for?
It's not asparagus.
I got asparagus.
Yeah, you got asparagus syndrome right there.
Asperger's. You didn't spell it right though, did he?
I don't know. KSM. KSM. Like, dude,
Oh man.
KSM is ruling the house right now, man. Like, KSM. Gosh. Freaking, like, I gotta keep looking at
Okay,
it.
so somebody, I was trying to pull up Poke because somebody was asking about it. What was it,
Pop,
Mike?
pop, pop.
I think Mike. Did I
Huh?
see it? Yeah, Mike. Mike was asking about Poke, 24-minute. Um, I was trying to pull that up. Let's see here. What do I got? Poke, USDT. Okay, here's KuCoin. Let's take a look. Polka Markets? I don't know. Is this right? Am I looking at? I gotta be looking at the right thing. He gave me the ticker. It was Poke. This is. Did you look at this at all? This was something that crossed my radar, and it
Oh,
seemed
did you
like it
hear
was.
see that World Computers thing that showed up in Coin Market Cap too? Like, people were asking me about that. I didn't even look at it, but it showed up on Market Cap, and it's like the top 10 coin out of nowhere.
No, I did not.
But if you look
Did
at, like,
not see
we'll
that.
take a look at that in a second. Someone sent me this too. Like, I looked at this one that you're looking at right now. Dude, why is my
What,
internet so
Poke?
glitchy? Like, it looks so fuzzy on my end.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's me.
Well, I it looks clear on my Streamlabs.
What about on like for kick connectivity? Actually, you can pull up a performance. Do you know how to do that on Streamlabs? There's a button on the bottom left, so you can pull up performance. See if you're dropping frames, or see if there's like a latency issue or something.
Open performance window. We're at 13 CPU, 60 frames per second. 260, 700 kilobytes per second. Says your stream quality is good. I don't get it.
Fire. Yeah, it keeps going in and out. We'll take a look later. Internet computer. Yeah, that ICP thing. Is that what you're talking about? Computer internet. I seen that. Yeah, Coinbase has been adding a lot of stuff, and it seems like anything that add just blows up. I need to get on that notification list. Buy that stuff. So it looks like Polka markets. This is something was interested in getting actually, and it is kind of making a bottom here. Definitely on the daily. It's funny too because I'm charting something. Look, I have about 1 to 2 months of data here. Okay, but momentum is swinging up and price is bottoming. So this is what you want to see. That's nice bullish divergence. Could be nice double bottom here, something like that, and you take just some wing-a-ding measurement like that. That's where we're going. 389 market, boys. Send it. And that's from a $1.10, so that's fat gains from even to this previous high where here we tested up about $3. If we break $3, it's gonna go. No, I don't. I have limited data here, so but based on just a little bit of momentum I see, that's what I see. A little bit of a higher low, possibly. This little yellow line here, this is the one I'm waiting for to cross. This needs to cross the 0 line, and then that's when you have confirmation. That's why I like this momentum thing. It prints a dot to help me kind of get that confirmation of where that momentum is. So that's why I like these indicators, but that's just me. Let's see here. Zooming in. See, it doesn't show me money flow. On the 6 hour, it does, and it's just nothing but red. So ideally, I would want this money flow to be swinging up a lot more, especially at its current price level. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I don't know if I'll buy. Have you done any research on Poke?
Not right now. People are asking me to do research on internet computer ICP.
Yeah, that's like some new hotness. I haven't checked it out
and it's
yet.
like huge. It already has a fully diluted market cap of 146 billion. So that's a big one. I don't like it. Came out of nowhere. I might do a deep dive in it. You know, do like one of my in-depth videos so I can get an understanding. I mean, obviously the market likes it, so we'll see what my research determines. You know. But
This trading volume on this, am I reading that right? 1.3 billion?
Yeah, I mean, it came out of nowhere. Like this thing,
Unreal.
yeah. Like
What? How does it have that much trading volume?
I don't know. Like I never even heard of it before like a week ago.
Well, I think because it got listed on Coinbase, right? Yeah, it's on Coinbase.
So it's a Coinbase thing. It's on
Yeah, it got
Coinbase,
blown up by Coinbase.
Kraken,
I
CoinList,
assume. I think.
KuCoin.
Can I get a bond analysis? You sure can, buddy. Anything you want, BK. Let's take a look here. Bond. I don't know if I can get bond on trading. Oh yeah, I can. Let's see. What's a good chart? If I pick the wrong chart, tell me to pick a better one. So, Gemini. Oh, isn't that the Winklevoss boys? Oh, it looks new. That's not okay. Let's try it wrong. Try again. Um, hmm. Bondly. Is Bondly different than Bond?
Oh
Gotta
man,
be
this is a
different,
one
right?
I'm probably gonna have to dig into. I can tell that, like, when there's a project that's super complicated and you gotta like go deep. That's what this ICP project is. Like, I'll have to spend, like, it's probably gonna take me like 24 hours of work to figure it out. Whatever. I'll take a look at it.
Uniswap chart. Is this the right Bondly? Is that what we want to look at? Or am I looking at the wrong thing, man? Okay, so this one's around 30 cents. The one on Gemini is $47. Okay, so that's not right. What are we looking at? The 40 cents or 30 cents? Or 40 bucks or the 30 cents? Which one is it? Bond USDC. Okay. Bond USDC. That one. Okay. BarnBridge governance token. Here we go, buddy. Start on the daily. Whoa. Is this what it? Whoa. Hello. Where do you go? $2,000. That's your price target. Buy and hodl to $2,000.
BarnBridge just went straight down.
Well, I don't know about straight down,
All right, so what else are we
but
gonna
it.
look at before we jump off? Like, we already looked at LYXC, ETH, dominance, dominance getting smashed,
You know what
right?
I don't like about this? So the money flow looks good on this. Or no, I'm sorry. The momentum. The momentum here. These blue waves are really curling up, and it looks really good here. But the money flow isn't like crossing into the green yet. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, I'm gonna check out bond. You can figure out what you want me to just lightning chart real quick as soon as I'm done with this one.
Well, here I'm actually gonna. Oh, you're looking at BarnBridge Bond. Okay. Oh, not
Yeah,
Bondly,
BK wanted me to
not
look at.
Bondly, BarnBridge Bond.
Yes,
And
that's
this,
what.
I don't know anything about it. Is that something I need to research? I guess it is something people want us to look at. So
Yeah, BK's a regular. He wanted me to check it out. Barn
yeah,
Bridge.
like
Yep.
if we write down like, yeah, I need to. I've been trying to find some good projects to look at. Because I'm trying to find the next GLQ type projects. Like GLQ is a golden find. It's a nice little nugget that I found. So
One thing I see on the short term, trying to put in some bearish divergence here. So you might see a local top here in the next day. You might see this price action come back down a little bit. That's in the short term. Long term, it's hard to say, man. It's a pretty short chart. I don't have a ton of data, and I think maybe the market cap's around $1 billion or so. I don't remember. I'm just kind of talking here. But if it is, it's not a ton of money. But it honestly, actually, look, money flow or the momentum was super deep, and the momentum is coming up. Kind of a nice double bottom in this area. So, we break this level we're currently at 46. Your next real level. So we had resistance, or I'm sorry, we had support and then resistance. So this would be another significant level. So your first level is kind of get above where we're at and come back down. The reason I just think we're going to see so when you're trying to break a resistance level like this area here, ideally you want more kind of swing. You need that oomph, but it looks like it's getting a little toppish. So especially when you're approaching a resistance area. So in the short term, you might see some sideways action to kind of build that spring to kind of bust up. That's just short term analysis. But low market cap stuff, it's hard to say. It takes one YouTube video and kabam, or it takes one tweet from Elon. Hey, he's putting this on the moon now, and everything goes crazy. But
yeah, yeah. Thanks, Grant.
actually, the chart looks pretty good. Chart looks pretty good for bond, I think. I don't think it's gonna go like super much lower. So Not bad, not bad place. I'm surprised that it just went so high. I don't know what this is all about. That kind of has me concerned. I don't know much about this project, so I don't own that one.
So people want me to look
What?
at bond, um, this one right here, in it with a fundamental. You know, it's a lower market cap than that internet protocol computer, so I should put out one of my in-depth one or something. We'll see. We'll see.
What's the market cap?
They said it's 100 million. What was it called? What's the signal for that one? Bond.
Yeah, Bond USDC
BarnBridge.
BarnBridge.
I
Yep.
always keep saying Bondly, even though it's like something else. I kind of.
Yo, KSM still going, bro. There it is,
KSM gonna
580,
finally break
all-time
out the
high,
new high.
all high. Yep, new high,
Oh, we're on new high right now.
new high. Yep,
Hell yeah,
new high.
dude. That shit's about to run then. Oop, sorry for my language. Sorry, YouTube.
It's fine.
Don't
No, you
cancel
got this
culture me.
you got this toggled. No kids. We're cool.
Yeah. Okay.
But look at the
Oh.
wick.
Oh. Ooh.
That is
Looking
insane.
good.
What else should we take a look at? Let me see what I got that I could take a look at real quick. Feel like all that BNB hype has kind of died down a bit. Haven't really heard, but it's back testing this W breakout. I just right away I see this W. We broke out. Maybe we hit our target, because if you take it from here, that's pretty dang close to a target. And now we're back testing the previous resistance right here. We had resistance at about $600, and we're back testing it. So it could be finding a bottom here and continue higher. So don't look bad there. What's Bitcoin doing? Hanging above 50. So we did get back above 50. I think we started the stream and we were below 50. Yo, the new 4-hour. Are we there? No, wait. Oh, I never came back to Bitcoin, but hey, check this out. Now I'm getting see the bottom. You see it on the RSI and this one. It looks great.
Dude, pull up KSM
Looks great.
again. Pull up KSM.
Both of these are bottoming.
Like KSM, like on your technical chart, because that's like breaking out again. Like it's
On KSM. Yeah, see how this turned back up? But this is this is when you want to get ready to like shave some profits, you know what I mean? But we are breaking an all-time high. It's crazy. When you break an all-time high, people sometimes it can put you into a new stratosphere. I mean,
that's what
tomorrow
I'm
I could
saying.
wake up
I
and
don't know if I would
we
want
could
to
be at
trade.
$1,000.
I don't.
We
Yeah, I
could
don't
be
know
at
if I would want
1,000.
to trade because, like, for some of these
No.
projects, like the greatest yield that you can get is just holding it. You know. But
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't.
we know
I would just hodl, right?
well,
I would
we
just
know the
hodl.
fundamentals are driving this. We know that fundamentals are driving this because we have the parachain auctions coming. And I think Kusama is a top 10 coin. It might go up right there next to Polkadot. Like, you know, I don't that seems far fetched, but everything's going to start on Kusama, you know? And they're going to connect to each other. Kusama and Polkadot, they're going to connect with each other, right? Like this. Like that's the way they look. If you imagine them like this, like because each thread is like one of my fingers, right? They're going to connect with each other, and they're like they're going to do their own things. Like Kusama's going to go for certain markets, and Polkadot's going to go for certain markets, and they're both just as relevant. So this is, you know, KSM could go to be a top project.
So I don't know what's driving the price like this current second, but one thing I do see is that as we get above the previous high, and you know, say we close tomorrow at $600, and we put that next daily candle up in this area, up above, the RSI is dropping. Your standard, I just have RSI on the standard settings, but it's definitely lower, and it's
Yeah.
gonna make a bearish divergence. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a pullback on KSM.
All right,
You know, in the next
I'm not
few
going to
days.
trade that, but I'm going to watch it and make this a learning experience. So you're thinking that it's
Exactly.
gonna pull,
Yes.
yeah.
Exactly. I'm not buying or selling based off of this, but exactly, I'm watching and learning to see how this plays out. Because if there's fundamental stuff, and then we kind of see, you know, maybe it just goes crazy, and tomorrow
Then
it's
we know that
$1,000.
fundamentals break shit out of their, you know, break stuff out of the technical, right? Like this will be a good case study, guys. So this is where you learn, right? This is how you get better.
And this is on the daily. This is on the daily chart.
You can say, you know, yeah, KSM leverage. I got some people doing leverage, right? Like who's
Yeah. Oh
Grant
yeah, our
Grant Yo
buddy
Wish is
does
doing leverage.
leverage.
Yep. Yeah, he's doing KSM on leverage. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, you can leverage it on KuCoin. Leverage KSM. I wish I
Grant,
would
you
have.
should be doing
I gave
well.
him the idea. I'm the one that gave him the idea. I wanted to do it a long time ago, and I didn't.
I like BK Biz comment. He says killing and savaging meme coins. KSM.
For real. No, no joke. It's creating an all-time high. I mean, it's awesome that we get to see that. What
Hmm.
else is going crazy here?
Well, KSM
Um,
is being
dot Dot's
exception.
recovering pretty good. Dot's already 12% since the close. What other good projects can we just cover real quick? ADA, I don't think we ever really
What have we
talked about
not
that a
covered?
whole lot.
We didn't cover Geek, but Geek is like Geek is not doing anything exciting. I bought a big bag of Geek like at $1, and I'm hoping it goes lower so I can just buy another big bag. Like we'll see how that one does. Um, you want to look at UPR? UPR, like you guys, UPR is getting some traction with. We can take a look at that one, right?
I'm having trouble with pulling up these charts.
UPR is UFR for people that don't know. And I'm not trading that or anything. I just stuck that to the side. I'm forgetting about it. But I might take a look at UPR again, and maybe I'll buy some more if it's down, or if it's up. I'll just keep holding. But if it's gone lower, I'm gonna buy more actually. Oh, I'll
Oh,
do some more
burger
research
swap.
to check in on the
So
project. Haven't done that
I'm
one.
having trouble here, man. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but I swear I just go to this Uniswap thing here and it should come right up.
You should type in UPR.
Yeah, anything I type is not coming up.
Yeah, it was doing that for me too. I don't know if it's a lot of internet traffic or what it is, but
That
how long
very
have we
well
been
could
streaming
be.
for? Is it about time we get off?
It is. It was time we got off like 20 minutes ago.
Okay, and I'm feeling kind of
Look
tired.
at
And
Ave. Ave.
uh,
Ave. How many A's is Ave?
yeah, people are saying you should buy Luna. Luna is always a good project too.
Yeah, I got it on my watch list.
Yeah.
And it's at a decent price from I think what I've seen. We'll come back to that real quick. Ave, let's see, on the daily. If you would have asked me 2 days ago, I would have told you, dude, we getting a trigger wave right there. So it's looking good. Especially the money flow bottomed at cross back green. Let's go to the lower time frame. 6 hour. Yeah, that's still looking okay. You got some curvature. We're coming to a pinch point, so it is kind of getting a little top. That's why you're seeing this wick action, because it's kind of yeah, we're definitely hitting this pitch point, and we're hitting it right above some previous resistance, and you're even seeing it come in right here, yeah. So that's looking like that could moon. Yeah, this is what I've seen Dot back at like $12 do. I just see it kind of curve like this and come back to that high. I mean, dang, like sometimes this stuff spikes through and just never comes back. This is kind of reminds me of Dot when it was 12. When it was just a young boy. Luna. Let's see here. I kind of a similar thing where you're seeing momentum really come to this pinch point. It's bottoming. Let's see. I don't remember the last time I looked at this, but I guess I marked a descending wedge and it broke out and didn't quite make my target. Did not make that target.
All in Luxo. I would never go all in on anything, except if I had like a really small bag, like maybe I would do something like that. But like, I don't know about going all in on anything. Cause then
if I had about 5 double cheeseburgers, I'd go all in.
Yeah. Hedera passed ETH in transactions probably, right? Hedera Hashgraph. Did we look at Hedera? Let's take a look at that, and then we'll close up the live stream. We'll look at Hedera.
What's the ticker?
H-bar. Yeah, obsessed with
that's
Luxo and
H-bar.
Fabian. Dude, Luxo's so exciting. I don't even want to give brain power to it right now because I'm tired. But Luxo is like, if you want to talk about memes, dude, Luxo's gonna have all the memes in the future. We're talking like when
Honestly,
Luxo's live,
I think Luna can go lower. Let me
Yeah,
do a quick fib on this. I
I,
think this can go lower, guys. Let's see here.
Luna made people a lot of money, and that's why I think it's still kind of like it could still be fun.
Kind of reminds me of Luxo, right? Like that might take
Yeah,
some bleed off
a
time.
project. It's totally possible for a project to be chronically undervalued and to crash. People don't get that. Like something could be chronically undervalued and crash because it just 10x, even though it could be worth 10,000x or. Um, but like it doesn't matter if it made a bunch of people rich, or if it made people a bunch of money, they get scared, they get emotional, and they sell, even if it's undervalued, and it might not have the
Nah,
enough tension to
I'm
absorb
wrong,
it.
bro. This thing's going to the moon. It's
Which one
going
is
to the
it?
moon.
Luna?
It already. Look at how it wicked to the 618.
Yeah, it's got to pull back because people need to be challenged. You don't get to make free money. Like you don't get to get rich overnight.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's the reality. You got to sell out your tens and your hundreds.
Unless you subscribe to this channel. No, just kidding. That's
No,
not
look,
real.
I made 10,000x of my portfolio, right? Or 20,000, okay? And it took 6 years. I didn't do it overnight. It took like a long time to do that. And
Yeah, so
you know,
if I do pull from the bottom, so I consider this because this is on the daily, and so I'm measuring from this last low down here, and it perfectly wicked the 618. If you measure from this like very low, like with the breakout, uh, it came down to the 50%. So, and then the 618 kind of lines up with these previous highs right here on these wicks, right? It's kind of in that range. So, you know, $8 to $9 is totally possible. But I would not expect to see that unless we came back down below this previous low here and make a lower low somewhere down in here. So that's my thoughts on Luna here.
all right, look at H bar, and then we'll talk. Okay, and to answer Abby's question, why the fees so high? It's because a bunch of retail is like trading these dog coins, and they don't understand that like they're not going to make any money. Like they're willing to spend $100 out of $200 on fees. I was literally looking through a lot of these wallets, and a lot of the retail would buy like $100 of doggy coin, and they'd spend $300 doing it. And you might think that's crazy, but that's retail for you. If I don't know what they were thinking, but take a look at H bar.
HVAR, did I pull? Yeah, I can get that on here. Cool. Okay. I don't remember which one I looked at before.
I was thinking of buying some H bar actually
Yeah.
because it's been silent.
Okay,
No one's been paying attention to it.
this one I charted before, and it looks like I measured from here to the top, and I had some stuff marked. Oh, it looks like I marked the head and shoulders at every single chart put in. We wicked. This looks like Luna, bro. It looks the same as Luna. Am I still on Luna? Like, that's the exact same chart as Luna. Am I wrong?
Except it's like less magnitude, but yeah.
Oh, it looks the same to me.
So H bar.
Even the money flow and everything looks the exact same. Put these side by side. That is crazy. So to me, those are just a couple random coins. I don't know a ton about either of them.
Well, H bar is a good project. I haven't been hearing any news about H bar lately, so that might make me want to buy it some more. Because I haven't heard anyone talking about it, and that's when I want to buy something.
What was one I got asked about? Have you heard of, was it Reef or something?
People ask about Reef, I need to look at that too. Gosh,
Okay,
there's so much
H bar,
work.
what did I say? Luna.
There you go.
The daily.
There you go. Let's see this.
I don't know what this other indicator I have.
So you see H bar has like those three big up and down like Bart pattern. This one's kind of Luna looks like it wants to dump, to be honest. Like that doesn't look like, I don't know, I can't tell. Well, Luna looks more strong than H bar, looking at it this way.
They look the same to me. There's just, except for right here, it's got a triple, and this just has nothing. But it's like the overall just kind of descending with the chop, right? I don't know. And they both ping the 618 perfectly, and they're both making the same like higher low right here. They're trying, right? I mean, they look very similar to me. Uh, and even the money flow, like if you look at the money flow, they look the same. I gotta get rid of this. Like if I
Yeah, I
change
see
this
those
one
two.
back to
That
Luna,
big, that last little hump. That's weird how that
yeah,
looks the same.
they look very similar. So we're just kind of waiting for money flow to bottom, wait for momentum and everything to kind of turn back up and break really the resistance. I mean, this could just be kind of one big bullish descending wedge. I mean, that's all it really is. We got descending higher highs, yeah, or descending highs, and you have essentially descending lows. Maybe question mark. Maybe we broke that low here. So it is trying to put in a higher low. Same on what am I comparing? I'm comparing like Luna and H bar at the same time. So uh, let me zoom in on let's go to 6 hour real quick. See how that's shaping up. It's it could be a buy zone. It's just I don't know that this downtrend is over yet. It's right in like a middle zone where if you bought it, I'd hold it. If I wanted to buy it, I would either wait and be patient for a better price or a breakout. That's my opinion on that one. Like I said, most of the time I'm not gonna be saying buy or sell on anything. A lot of stuff is kind of in the middle, except for that last live stream when Celsius was 550 and looking to look at ones that go, see, is that breaking? Not a new high yet, but KSM cooling off a little bit. What else? Do we got anything else we need to? We got some more questions coming in. Um, well,
Hmm.
one thing we were kind of talking about doing was taking the questions from the last live stream because a lot of the views come after you do a live stream and or even late at night. So a lot of people wake up in the morning on their way to work and I'll watch this. If you guys want to leave a comment, if you got a question because you missed the live stream, we're going to go back and kind of go over some of these questions. I don't think there was a lot from the last live stream on Crypto Live 5. But if you guys want to leave a comment down below on Crypto Live 6, live stream 7 will come back to number 6 questions, if that
Right,
makes
right, right.
sense.
Yeah. So leave your questions. We won't address them tonight. But what was that one question you asked? Like, someone asked like about UFR. Oh, a bunch of the tokens are in two accounts. Those accounts are burn
Or
accounts.
addresses, yeah.
So to answer that previous question, they were asking, oh, like UFR is extremely concentrated. Those tokens were burned. So that's not in
That
anyone's
was a
control.
question by Dr. Lubitsch.
Okay, so yeah, ask me a couple more, and then we'll cut out here. You have any more
Let's
questions?
see. I'll just kind of read through some of the comments. We got Doobie Cook. He said, I fear for the average person who doesn't have any crypto. The financial system is screwed. Because I know last time we were kind of talking about more of the overall like monetary systems and stuff. So that's kind of why he said that.
Yeah. So
Um,
the average person is screwed that doesn't own crypto because they're going to lose all their net wealth, and that includes boomers who think that their home is a store of value. Your home is not a store of value. Your home is a commodity. It's a living thing, and it's subject to the area you're living in. You know, if you're in a beautiful location, then yeah, your home is a valuable thing, and it grows with the demand of human nature. Like if you have something scarce like beachfront property, it's always going to be valuable unless the city in your area goes to crap, or your government goes to crap. But a home is not a store of value, and a lot of boomers think that it is, and that's stupid because that's like going to wreck them. You know. Um, you know, so yeah, there's that. Um,
Another question we got. Isn't Luxo linked to XDAI?
I don't know in what way. I haven't seen any links that I'm aware of.
That was by Lynn Over. 1 week ago we did our
Mhm.
stream. So okay. Another question. Somebody was asking. Oh, it said love your streams, but the audio is so quiet. So hopefully we got the audio better tonight, but the
Yeah, I hope the
a little
audio is
fuzzy
good.
on the
This one,
video.
it looks like. I mean, I set all the settings to equal, so hopefully our audio is good. So
What is another one? Somebody was asking about what indicators am I using for money flow and momentum trend. Now, the ones I like are by Market Cipher. CryptoFace made those. You can check those out. That's the one I like. My sub ran out, so I'm using Market Liberator. I like both. I use Market Liberator and Market Cipher. I like both. And he just updated his. He's got some new features on his. So if you like these indicators, check it out. If you guys want like a discount code, leave a comment down below if you guys are interested. If you guys do want these indicators, I can get you like a discount on it. So let me know that way too. What other questions we got? Any in the live chat?
See if you can run through them.
So what is your take on Cardano? You you said I own it.
Okay, Rose Green says real estate means real property and it's an asset and a store value. Well, yeah, but I don't necessarily agree with that because you have real estate taxes. You also have to to me an asset only means something that has positive cash flow. So if it has positive cash flow, it's an asset. If it has negative cash flow, it's a liability, right? And that's subject to your local laws. It's subject to your government. That's subject to the economic trends in your local area. So I never really look at like property as like a store value because it's subject to so much, right? Whereas gold, it doesn't matter where you are, or Bitcoin,
Yes, Dot is making moves.
Is Dot pumping?
So it's got a big candle there in a 24-minute. Yeah, it's at $41 now. Yeah. I mean, I kind of see it on the momentum here. I mean, we got that trigger wave right there.
Dude,
and that's what
theory,
can happen.
Theory time. I think the Polkadot system might control the narrative pretty soon.
Like it's time to shine.
Like the Polkadot ecosystem.
And even BNB's coming back pretty strong now too.
The Polkadot ecosystem might control the narrative pretty soon though. Like, which could be powerful stuff, dude. I've been waiting for the Polkadot system to take control of the reins. And we know that the parachains are coming. The candle auctions are coming. The candle auctions are coming. The candle auctions are coming. So KSM is going to go straight to... I think KSM is going to go to where Bcash... Or maybe it's going to go to, like XLM. So it's going to be, it's 14... Dude, we got like... We have at least a doubling for KSM.
Oh, this dude's I'm in 10K long from 36. Okay, please TA. Well, I mean, what's your take profit, Michael? If you got in at 36, what's your plan here? I wanna know what your thought is.
36 on 36.
You guys are smart. I don't want to get this wrong. Like I'm up here. Mike likes my analysis, so that's why he brings me on because he sees something in what I do and he likes it. That maybe he can't do himself, so he brings me on. Yeah, dude, your community is smart. I'm telling you. Like I learn a lot from you guys too. So, what are you seeing, Michael? I want to know. That's why I like these live streams. I like hearing from your community. Tons of smart people, way smarter than me.
Well, like if you made profits, like I would always take a little bit off and spread it out. And I always go lower caps. I like going lower caps when I take profits. And I think about. The way I do things is I always compare projects to other projects rather than a lot of, I'll use technical for my getting in and out, but I typically compare projects to other projects. So let's say I have a big gain on Polkadot, like you said, you got in at some good level, you put in 10K, you got a good, take your, if you double your money, take out your initial and then take that initial and go look for some lower caps that you are well researched. And maybe split it in half and go with 2, and then you're taking more bets. You're getting more control of the entire crypto market, and that's your goal. Your goal isn't to accumulate Bitcoin. Your goal is to accumulate as much control, as much ownership of the distributed crypto market as possible. So if anything goes up, you take some profits. If especially if it's its time, you want to let it go, but yeah. But as far as like, if you're all in on something, take out some profits, But I think Polkadot's going to get some good momentum. I don't know though. I can't see the future. I can't see short-term stuff, so I'm not good at that. I'm just bullish on the Polkadot ecosystem, especially with the candle auctions coming. All right, man. I think we should check out. My brain's starting to fry. So
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm down to get out of here. But wrapping up on KSM, or I'm sorry, Polkadot. Hey, dude, things are looking just sketch. I mean, you got a big resistance line here,
so maybe you should take
and
profits. Take
we had
profits.
some we
It's
had
a,
some uptrend,
if
right?
it's
We
at
had some
resistance,
uptrend,
right? Take
and
profits.
that was broke. It almost looks like it might just kind of be back testing this area. I mean, this momentum is looking like it wants to go. I'm not gonna tell them what to do, right?
Yeah, I don't
Because this
know.
crypto is crazy. But you want to be able to just manage that risk, right? Have a plan. Have a plan to de-risk as you go up. What's your targets? What did he say here? What's his did he mention what kind of his plan
He
was?
said he got in 10K at $36, and now it's at like $40. So that's a nice little, what, 10-20% boost or whatever. So hey man, take if you went all in on it, take out like half of it or something, like, so you have a 10% gain or whatever, and then go
Yeah, I
look somewhere
mean,
else.
we're not here to just like make calls and tell you when to buy and sell exactly, but just um I mean, to give you my opinion, what I'm seeing is look at the money flow. It comes in waves. It comes in waves, and the money flow since it peaked on the 6th a week ago, and the money flow is now making lower and lower highs. Okay, on the money flow. That doesn't mean it's gonna dump, but that just means it's getting tired, I guess, and you want to let it kind of bottom out and then find its legs and curl back up like it did here. And so if you see we consolidated sideways on this last one, I almost compare it to this one. I think this is kind of a good learning experience just to go over real quick. So we had an uptrend here. That uptrend got broke and it kind of tried to almost back test it with that wick or even in here. Just you got to think of these as ranges. But we had a clear uptrend and it got broken and went sideways. Look at the money flow. The money flow peaked and bled out. Okay. And it went sideways. It broke the resistance and then it just everything continued to kind of go down and price went down. You could see similar stuff with the money flow coming down. If this money flow continues to kind of come down, we might chop around sideways. If we're above $40, that's good because now we're finding support above this previous rate. This held resistance for a long time back here from, remember this? This was in February to March, and we had like a fake out wick down and then made a no all-time high. Okay.
Ian, you
I
know what I think I'm
think
gonna do is I think I might dive into ICP. A lot of people are asking me about it, so
that's gonna be maybe your next one to
I
do.
might do a fundamental like deep dive on it. But with that,
That's cool. I'll start trying to pull up the charts. Yeah, the thing I was saying is I think if we get above 40 and we kind of consolidate there and find legs up, that's good. But if we don't hold 40 and you start, I don't know. I just like he said, take profit. You can't go wrong. You can't lose. Taking profit is never wrong. So don't lose money, right? Warren, isn't that what Warren Buffett says?
yeah,
Don't lose money. I don't
yeah.
even think you like the guy, but
I know
it's not.
I like him. I just think he doesn't understand new technology. But his strategy, if you take his strategy and just apply it into the modern world, it works just fine. It works the same way. And what that strategy is you buy stuff that's capturing human effort, human value, human ingenuity, and is growing, So, but I think we should close out, man. I'm getting tired, and I have some work to do, so some more work. But
All right.
next project, I think I learned from this is I need to check into ICP. I probably will do a fundamental analysis on that. Even though I don't know if there's a lot of,
Absolutely.
yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make a lot of profit on it, but whatever. Any last words, Ian?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's cool. I look forward to that next video. We'll see. We can go over your fundamentals. I can kind of check out the price. We'll see what's up with that. Appreciate everybody being here.
Yeah,
If you
guys.
liked
Yeah.
everything, hit the thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Our questions. So if you have
Yeah.
questions, you're watching this, after the live stream, leave a comment. We're gonna go over those next.